Hey, welcome to my channel. It's the CEO of Gambling. Last night there were definitely some eventful games. I hope you enjoyed and made some money last night, or at least your teams won. Um, Picks were pretty good. There were some upsets though with the Leafs. Today's video is about some game day picks, game analysis, recap, and talk about the standings. So stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about last night's game and what you think about tonight's games. All right. Last night I had the Rangers beating the Canucks and they did 5-3. Huge game. If you look at that, it looks like the shots on goal say 12. I don't know if I don't have my glasses on or if that's actually what happened, but if you score 5 goals on 12 shots, there has to be a typo on that. There has to be. There's no way. Anyway, huge win for the Rangers. They're still 1 point out, one behind the Habs. The Habs got a much needed point last night. Flyers, Stars won in overtime. They needed those points. Flyers put up a good game. It'll be interesting to see how the Flyers do today. Sabres and Wild. I thought for sure the Sabres would give them a better game, but anyway, Wild came up with a big 4-1 win and gave me a little bit of an upset. The Blues pounded the Blackhawks 4-1 as expected. The Flames came back and beat the Islanders 4-3 in overtime. Huge point there. Huge pick last night. If you picked the Flames, hope you made some money because there was some good value on them. Hurricanes was a big upset. The Kings pounded them 7-2. Sorry, let you down on that one. Don't know where that came from. Anyway, Caps handled the Panthers 6-3. And I told you this game here, Utah and the Lightning, that if you picked Utah, you'd probably be okay. I went with the Lightning. I went with the Lightning, just expecting them just to win, because they should have won. But Utah at home, I told you that you had a good solid chance of winning that game, and they did 6-4. Habs lost to the Avalanche 5-4 in a shootout, and a much needed point to keep them ahead of the Rangers and that much closer to Ottawa. Um, Ottawa beat the Devils last night in a 3-2 win in regulation. Huge game for the Senators, especially with the Leafs losing to the Preds 5-2, which is another upset that kind of came out of nowhere. I thought the Leafs were going to handle that game. Tavares, I think he's got now 7 30-goal seasons. I said that the Golden Knights would win, and they did. After last week's performance, they came back and put the puck in the net against Detroit. Good to see. In the last two, the Oilers beat the Kraken 5-4. A little bit closer than I would like for this late in the season with the Oilers, but a win's a win. And the Bruins lost to San Jose 3-1, which is a game I really don't care about for for the Bruins and the Sharks. All right, let's get into today. We have the Flyers taking on the Blackhawks. Two tired teams, both. Anyway, the Flyers will be. I personally think that the Blackhawks have a solid shot here at winning this game at plus 118. It's not a game that I'm going to bet on because there's too many unknowns, but I think the Flyers are also due for 1-8-1. Okay, so you can do with that what you wish. Jets and Sabres, pretty quick one. I think the Jets should handle the Sabres. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes over. So bet the over. I think that's where you'll find the value. Penguins, Panthers. The Panthers are on a bit of a slide, not much of a slide, but they're having a hard time without their players. You've heard me say that. I don't think the Penguins have it in them to beat the Panthers today, so I'm going with the Panthers to win. Not much value, so I won't add this to any parlays, but that's who I think is going to win. Okay, Blues and Preds, two teams that played last night. Season series going to the Blues right now, 2-0. I probably see this one. Well, they play two more times, but I probably see this happening with the Blues as a win today. Just looking at the Predators' defense, they've good forwards and decent goaltending. It's the defense that's just rotten. Like after Yossi, there's not much. There's not much at all. Like I've seen Justin Barney play for the Habs. He's no good. They traded away some players, which didn't help, and it's not going to help further down the line this year. Hurricanes and Ducks, the Ducks have 30 wins this year, which isn't bad. I'm pretty impressed by that. They're getting better each year. Next year, they'll be even better. Hurricanes should win this game. Again, no real value, though, so I'm not going to add that into any parlays. And Bruins and Kings, one of the games that I think has that I have the most interest in anyway, is the Kings beating the Bruins minus 240. After a big win last night, I think the Kings are going to keep rolling, steamrolling here at home. Not much value again today. It's just the Sundays usually aren't the best days to bet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we have a wild card race in the East. Let's take a look. Ottawa's got 79 points. The Habs have 75. Now out of the race right now, on the outside looking in, we have the Rangers with 74. The Islanders with 73, with quite a few games in hand on the Rangers. Blue Jackets have 71. They're close, but they're drifting away. And the Red Wings, I'm starting to cut it off right now at the Blue Jackets. I was cutting it off at Boston. Now I'm cutting it off at the Blue Jackets. So I have the Detroit Red Wings officially eliminated. Let's take a look at the West. In the West, we got Mini with 85 points with a solid lead there over St. Louis. 12 games remaining for them. Calgary is very, very close. 1 point, or I can't read, 2 points behind St. Louis. Vancouver's 76. They're close. Utah's right there too, with that huge win. I'm going to cut it off here. Oh, obviously, anybody would cut it off after Utah. But I think Minnesota and St. Louis are kind of safe bets with possibly Calgary. Vancouver's too inconsistent. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're getting bigger on this channel. We've got videos every day coming at you. Check out my shorts coming out this afternoon too.